First question, Cody Davis.
Hey James, can you talk about what DeMarcus Cousins will bring to this offense? You know, he seems like a guy who's going to be really big, a really big scoring threat down on the low post.
He's very versatile, scoring wise. You know, he can score from the block, which we've all seen before. He's way more comfortable with his three ball. So he's versatile. You know, he's very have different dynamics to his game offensively, which allows us more spacing.
Jonathan Fagan.
James, you mentioned last week that you were in catch-up mode. Where are you in that process now? And do you regret missing that first week of training camp and the 2 games to force yourself to have to adjust to new coaches, new system, new players?
When we keep talking about what I missed, I think everybody, the entire league is in catch-up mode in the sense of, we only had a short time for training camp, so everybody's trying to get into game shape because obviously the season just ended a few months ago. So I think the entire league is on the same pace as far as, trying to get into game shape conditioning. And so we only have 4 preseason games, but I think for us, these last few days have been going pretty hard. We've been playing a lot of scrimmage basketball, going over drills. So we're getting there.
How do you feel about where you are on that process?
I feel good.
Thank you.
Mark Berman.
I know it's only been a small sample, James, but what have you thought about the possibilities now with you and John Wall and what you guys could bring to the table together out there?
His playmaking ability is very, very good. He's getting guys shots. He's getting into the paint. He's drawing pressure at the rim, which allows everybody to get shots. So he's showing his quickness, and then obviously we got guys around him that are able to catch and shoot and finish the plays off for him.
James, what is it luxury to have a guy like Eric Gordon who's fine with coming off the bench, can bring you spark when you bring him in?
I mean, we all seen what Eric, we all know how great Eric is, either role, but how important he was, for that 6-man role he had a few years ago. He was unbelievable. He's always, comfortable. He's never in a hurry. Obviously his shot making is elite, and he just being way more aggressive for the last few weeks that I've seen Eric.
Adam Spollen.
James, now that you've been in camp for about a week, do you feel any better about this situation now than you did before you arrived?
Next question.
Kaylee Griffin.
Hey, James, when we talk to you and your accomplishments, you always talk about the work that you continuously put in. In this shortened off season, what were some of the areas that you focused on in terms of continuing to put work into potentially even elevate your game to another level?
I think just like my post-up area, catching the ball lower on the floor, and not having it, so far out, all the time, particularly, around the free throw area or even both sides of the block. But, when you need a basket, you need a bucket, certain situations like that is what I've been working on. I think for me, it's always conditioning, is always, trying to be in the best shape as I can, because if I feel like if I'm in the best shape, skill-wise, it's already there, so that's the most important thing for me.
Christy Rakin.
Hey, James, I was wondering, what are your expectations for yourself and for this team this year? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
hear you.
Hello?
Kim Davis. All right, we'll go to Jonathan Fagan.
Yeah, I was just going to repeat Christy's question. She was saying, what are your expectations for this team and for yourself this season?
My expectations never change. Individually, be the best basketball player in the world. As a team, try to get up in the top 3 seed, and always give yourself a chance. That's the most important. If you're in the top 3 seeds, and obviously you're one of the teams, in the game of basketball. But when it comes postseason time, you give yourself a chance on home court advantage.
Thank you.
We'll take 2 more. Jason Bristol.
James, what are your thoughts on Christian Wood? It seems like you guys had a little bit of chemistry, but I assume when you got a big with those kind of skills, that comes easy. Did you get a sense of that at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, very athletic, uses his length very, very well, can shoot the basketball, can handle it and make a play. You know, he's very versatile as a big, and it's a nightmare matchup for guys that, for, you know, natural centers that are closing out to him, we're trying to guard him one-on-one.
Mark Berman.
James, along those lines, as you've seen this team try to retool and develop every year, add pieces, what do you think about the pieces they've added around you now going into the season? Well, Christian Wood, all the different guys around you, DeMarcus, John, all in general.
Fairly a new team. You know, there's only a few of us left, but fairly new team, and you know the guys are putting a lot of work in. You know, this training camp and preseason has been, you know, good. You know, since I've been here, and guys are working extremely hard. I think, you know, from practice to games, the carryover has been great. So, and that's all you can ask for. You know, guys are listening and competing at a high level.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.